Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. Today we're going to discuss how to weaponize normal objects, and we're going to discuss the mentality behind what would happen if I got into a fight in this particular area. And we're taking it to a highly public area. We're here in Prague, Czech Republic, in a shopping mall. So we're basically continuing with our line of discussion of situational awareness, self-defense, being aware of your surroundings, and being someone who's likely to be a survivor, likely to survive a situation or anything, really that life can throw at them. And I think obviously the most important thing when it comes to self-defense discussionals is situational awareness. And in today's world, how there's been a lot of situations of violence, whether it be terrorism or public shootings, or even, there's been stabbings. We referenced recently the issue in Israel with my Israeli friend Yav. And I think something that a lot of people don't consider is what you can do if you were to have to involve yourself in what may be a fight or something like that. So like I said, situational awareness, instead of just repeating the same thing, let me actually discuss what it means and mention what I think and what my take on what it actually means is. So preventing a negative situation or a violent encounter before it happens is always going to be your best bet. But if, the odds are stacked against me, if I really have nothing to do with what's going on, and it goes on around me and then just slams into me in some way, like a shock wave, I get, thrown into the mix, then I need to know how to use what I have around here to defend myself. So we've got hard objects everywhere. There's a tile, some kind of marble floor, metal posts. We've got gravity. So, going over this balcony here, we're talking about a drop of, probably 60 feet easily. And that's, 90% likely to be fatal in this situation, really, however you fall. So it's definitely something that we can be, understanding of. And the way that the body works and really training is kind of always going to be your secondary idea there. So the first concept is situational awareness and mindset, being prepared, knowing what's going on, knowing what to stay away from, knowing where to walk, how to hold yourself. So we've got the full series of gray man theory on here, and that hard target versus soft target, and that's all hard target versus gray man theory. That's all just to help you guys not ever get in this situation. But if it does happen and it's completely unavoidable, then you're being prepared, you're to do whatever it takes at that point is really what's gonna be the most important thing in this type of a situation. So you just have to be willing to go to any extreme at that point once it flips, once there's no other options. And then you're gonna rely on what training you have, whether it be physical fitness. You're going to need every ounce of physical fitness. You're going to need your martial arts training. You're going to have to understand the body and the way it moves through time and space. Then impact points on the body, how the body is formed, what causes damage to the body, how the body moves, how the body doesn't like to move. So everything from joint manipulation, right? So I've got my hands for joint manipulation. If it's one person, if it's multiple people, then I need to move up to impacts. Okay, then I'm looking at what can be used to aid in that type thing. Impact weapon. So what can be used as an impact weapon? We've got the bone breakers, the self-defense keychains, everything like that. But if you don't have anything on your person, if there's absolutely no options, then like I said, even down to gravity itself, we're looking at hard objects here. We're looking at hard objects on the floor. That's where the understanding of the movement of the body comes through. Foot sweeps, okay? The body hinges at the waist, right? At the knees. So if you take out the knees, if you manipulate to the waist to the point where the body, look at judo, for example, to where the body wants to go down towards a hard object like what we have here on the floor, I can do a foot sweep, I can do a judo hinging movement or wrist lock, and then lead that person down towards the floor. We've got a hard edge on this metal pillar right here. So in doing the foot sweep, in changing the direction of the fall, then I can direct the points. You also need to know where the nerve clusters, you're right, the masseter muscle, the vagus nerve in the head, things like that, where are target areas, okay, side of the head here, temple area, be directing those towards hard, sharp objects, be directing those towards the floor, things like that. we need to understand the, all of the target points on the body for impacts at that point, knowing that the top of the head is very different from the front of the head. The front of the head is, one of the hardest parts of the body, where the top is one of the weakest. So much involved here, but I think really what some of us can do and what we can do is kind of just be a little bit more aware of our surroundings and maybe think about what would happen, here, what can be used, right, as a improvised impact weapon, either very easily. Again, the railing's waist level, so there's getting that momentum going. Somebody goes over the railing, something like that is what we're looking at. So something interesting that not a lot of people consider is there's fire extinguishers in most areas, and in this case these are pretty giant, very powerful fire extinguishers. They are something that can be used to disorient, to create a smoke screen. I could blow this right in your face right now if this is you. Spin the container around, and definitely a very effective impact weapon. Especially, I may not be able to swing it extremely quickly, but it's heavy. It's a metal cylinder, so you can see the size, and it's really perfect for just grabbing by the handle there and kind of flinging. So I'm here, I'm in the corner. If there's absolutely necessary, I have no other choice. I gotta hide somewhere. I know there's an attacker coming. I have a chance. I got the spray bottle, the extinguisher. I pull the pin. I'm at the ready. Spray, and immediately swing into going for a swing. Then that's a last option. But like I said, it's thinking about where you're at, what you're doing, and you really just have to be aware of your surroundings and knowing stuff like this. So if I'm living in now and thinking about, instead of where I need to be going, what I'm going to be doing, if I'm thinking about what I'm doing right now, that's situational awareness. And if I'm just looking around and seeing and knowing, hey, there's a floor plan of this building here, right? There's a fire extinguisher here. I can use these things to my advantage if something happens. I'm in a foreign country, but I know that this is here. I don't speak the language. I don't know many of the words, but I can read the floor plan, and I can be prepared if something goes down. If there was not a way to get from the top floor to the bottom floor, I could even use this fire hose right here to tie off and go down from one floor to another. So really a cool thing is if there was a terrorist attack, what they would do is they'd have the exits and elevators and the stairs blocked off. So what would I do? Well, now I find an alternative way to get down. All I got to be able to do is just hold on, to have good enough physical fitness to hold on, get down, and then escape. So number one's always avoid that kind of a situation. Number two is escape. And then number three is, through your situational awareness, physical fitness, and training, have a way to fight your way out of that situation and win. Guys, if you want to see more of this kind of video, let me know. I really enjoy doing cool stuff like this. It's definitely a take that I think I'm sharing from a perspective that not a lot of people are talking about or sharing. And the way that I keep these videos coming is through your feedback and support. If you do like these videos, if you want to see more stuff like this, all you got to do is comment, share it maybe with a friend, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It's completely free, information that you can't get anywhere else. And that's all you got to do. It's a free information, something free in a world where nothing's free anymore. And I'm only asking for your help with a comment to support the channel. Thanks for watching. Bone out.